What's up YouTube? El Pingu RT here, back again with another video. Today's video is going to be an install of the LED door sill for my Challenger. This was on a AoonuAuto sponsorship that was provided to me. I'm conducting the installation video so I can show you, how to install it and mount it and whatnot. Here you can see I already unboxed it. It came in this long box. And then here I have laid out all the stuff. Here's the actual LED sills with the cover on it. This one's a little wrinkled because I uncovered it to make sure and tested it with a 9-volt battery to make sure that it does work. I always check all my products before I go to install it, because it's nothing worse than coming to find out that the product doesn't work after you installed it. So just a quick run through here. They do provide you with the electrical tape, the instruction manual, the connectors for the wires. Here's the extension wire pieces that go onto the actual LED connectors here. Here you have a tester to make sure where you have your 12 volts coming to, and then the ground stud on the back there that you connect to the connector here. So one side note that I wanted to make, you're going to see that once I make the connections, it's actually going to be inverted. This is going to be negative and this is going to be positive, simply because an error occurred, and I explained it to AoonuAuto, and I know that they're going to make those corrections. But once we connect these two together, how they go, you're going to see that your positive is going to line up with the negative wire, the black wire here, and then your negative wire here is going to line up to your positive wire here. So no worries. Just if you are one of the folks that do receive it like that, just remember which is which, and then just do your connectors accordingly. It's best that you use the red one to mark your positive, and just remember that it's just going to go onto the opposite in that case. But in the future, for whoever sees this and receives these, by then you should have the corrected extension pieces where their polarities are correct. The instruction manual does come in two languages, Chinese or Mandarin, I'm not exactly sure, and then in English on the bottom. It's a very generic manual. I mean, it does explain and get to the point. However, I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly where to connect it. Go over this real quick, before I mount it on. As you can see, it is a reflective, or rather a mirrored finish there, and then it has the design that you want. I went with the ones with the ends here and had it custom made with the RT logo. Okay, since I do have an RT. Here we are at the car. One of the things that we have to do is that we have to remove this strip here. I gotta do the best way is to come out over on this side. You can see it lifts up a little bit. You can probably do it by hand. Just start lifting them up, and then boom, it just pops out like that. This has these 4 tabs that you'll see right in here. Our connections. As you can see here, we put the ground or negative. Because remember, on this one it's inverted from the original connection. We put it on the black wire with the white stripe on it. Okay, you'll just find it down in here next to your seat. You just undo these clips here, and you'll find it under here. I went a little higher ahead here, found that this was a negative, and then eventually that this was an accessory positive. So it's the pink with the dark green stripe. Okay, pink with the dark green stripe. That's going to be your positive. So there you're going to get your 12 volts from the battery. Okay, at those two connections. You could do it, more direct to wherever it is. When you lay down the strip as to where you're going to lay it, and then with the wire connection there. You can just pretty much go direct with it itself if you want to cut that off, or you can go ahead with the extension and then just run it here, and then you'll have extra wire that you're gonna have to hide down in there with it. But I ran it over here because I was doing a lot of testing on this side to try to figure out this connection here. But after you have that set, what you're gonna want to do is measure out to see where you want to place the door sill. I'm not gonna do it by measurement. I'm actually gonna do it by look, what I feel like when somebody opens the door, you know, on the regular. You know, you could do it to your style however you want. You just, you know, measure and make sure you have it set in, and then try to see about feeling across to make sure that it's completely even. Okay, you can set it a little further back, however it does start to slope in the back there, so you might not get a good contact with your tape. So you definitely to get a real flat surface want to come, you know, butt up to the edge, and then you want to do the same throughout the entire way. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna clean the area here. I got the multi-surface Windex for it, and then I'm gonna grab a cotton ball put some alcohol on it, and then, you know, wipe it down, you know, let it dry for a second, and then where I take, you know, wherever you take your measurements, or wherever you see that it fits to where you like it, you just go ahead and peel the tape on the back, and then you start laying it in. Like I said, I put the wires in there, fished it over. I mean, you can tell it's, you know, you're not gonna get away from that, but it's pretty subtle. You just go underneath it, then you push this back down, you know, and then just run the wire back here, as you can see, going down to the connector right there, and then it fishes in. And don't forget to rewrap with the electrical tape, which AoonuAuto provided you with, to rewrap your wiring harness. Okay, you could just do it from here if you want, directly from this point or whatever. It's right here by the chair. You can see by the rail there. It does lump up. You do have to like pry this little connector right here out of a hole that it's in. There's another one right, it's pretty hard to see, but it's right down here. Yeah, you'll see it. It clusters into the wiring harness, and then you just need your little pry tools, you know, any of these that have like the hooks on them, like, you know, like these or whatever, you know, and they'll just pop right out. Okay, but here you can see it's on. I'm gonna do a night shot for you guys in a bit, but that's how it is during the daylight. Okay, it's pretty nice. I'll tell you, the video doesn't know justice on the on that color. It's that black chrome color, you know, so it's, you know, it's like a dark shine, but man, it looks really good. So you see how it looks and the connection, and then all you're going to do is you're going to do the exact same thing on the driver's side, you know, that you did on this side. You know, all the clips and wiring are there for you. You know, just go ahead and connect it. I have underglows, as you can see, and then this is what it looks like. You know, as it gets darker without the light shining on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the car. Cool. Goes pretty well. I like it. It's very interesting. It's very nice. Very sharp. Great quality. I mean, it just looks great. That's pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. AoonuAuto.